If you are working, let's say at TCS, and if you're trying to do this analysis, whether you should be leaving your job or not. Hi everyone, welcome to today's video. So let me start today's video by showing you three very interesting graphics. Graphic number one, this is the attrition rate of major IT players in India. And this number looks very, very scary. Now, graphic number two, take a look at this. This is from LinkedIn News. It predicts that the attrition rate in India is going to go higher from what it currently is. Now, graphic number three is about great resignation. You can check it here. This talks about the phenomena of great resignation that had started out in the US in 2020. People had to work. People were stressed out about healthcare outcomes also. So by 2020 end, when the situation started to improve a little bit, people got really fatigued with everything that was going around. And a lot of people resigned from their jobs. So if you aggregate all these three data points that I just told you, you will feel that, okay, in Videsh also people are leaving their jobs. In India also people are leaving their jobs. So I will also leave my job and have fun. Why should I be left out? But before you make that move, it's supremely important for you to watch this video. Otherwise, you might go barbad like Arjun Reddy and Kabir Singh, right? So they left their jobs in the movie. I don't know if you have watched this movie. I have watched both the movies 2 times. I personally prefer Arjun Reddy, but let me know which movie do you like. Big fan of Vijay Devarkonda. Okay, coming back to the topic. 3 specific points that we are going to talk about. Point number 1, what exactly is attrition? Let us develop some understanding around it. Point number 2, should you resign as well given the macroeconomic conditions right now? Would you be better off? Why is it people are leaving job? That level of discussion. Point number 3, if you have decided that, okay, you know what, I'm going to leave my job, that's it, I've had enough, I want to quit, then what are some of the key things, especially finance oriented things that you absolutely need to know? So that is the discussion that we are going to have. Also a very big shout out to our sponsors for today, which is Ditto. It's an excellent platform for you to go and purchase your insurance. I have personally purchased my insurance from Ditto. Primary reason being that you can actually go and speak with an insurance expert for free, absolutely for free. You can go check the links in the description box and you can schedule your free phone call. That will help you understand what type of insurance you need versus not need, how much premium to buy, all those nitty-gritties that are associated in terms of purchasing a term insurance and health insurance. Given the turmoil job market, it might make a lot of sense for us to have an understanding of what type of insurance we need. So do speak with insurance experts from Ditto. So let us get the discussion started, and first and foremost, let us try to understand the real meaning of attrition. So this is what the definition of attrition. The important point to note is that attrition includes both the things, that if you're leaving your job or if for some bad reason you get fired from your job, both would contribute towards attrition rate. Now, right now, what is the situation in India specifically around attrition? So you can take a look at this particular chart and it shows the attrition by industries. So different industries, what has been the attrition. So you can see that the numbers look very scary, that in certain industries, for example, telecom, the attrition rate is roughly 20%. In banking finance, it's roughly 30%. And honestly, like the attrition is so high across all these industries. It's like a very, very scary situation, no doubt about that. If you want a little bit more understanding on this, take a look at this particular chart. It shows attrition by the size of the companies. For example, recently you might have seen that a lot of big startups, fast growth startups, they have been firing a lot of people. And here is a list of startups. For example, major well-funded startups like Unacademy, Meesho, all these different startups have fired a large chunk of their workforce. This was a similar situation at the onset of COVID when a lot of people were fired from a company like Zomato. So to cut the entire discussion short here, that in India, the attrition is not necessarily happening because people are leaving job. A large chunk of this workforce is getting fired from their current employers. And that's a scary situation because we always keep on reading parallels that, you know what, in the US, great resignation happened. That similar situation is happening in India. People are choosing to leave jobs. Yes, a big part of that is happening because people want to leave jobs. But also please remember that a lot of people are getting fired from their work. So this gets us to the second section that, okay, why is it that people have decided suddenly to leave job? It's one thing that, okay, if people are getting fired, that's really bad situation. They will have to figure out some other jobs. But why is it that people are voluntarily leaving their job? Now there are obvious reasons and then there are non-obvious reasons. So let's talk about obvious reasons. And here's a chart for you that encapsulates a lot of obvious reasons that will go into it. So many reasons like lack of pay hike, not good treatment by the HR, no good treatment by the boss, no good coffee in the office, no good lunch, all that stuff, right? So people leave for a wide variety of reasons like these. But there are systemic, uncommon reasons that people are not looking into. For example, one of the prime reasons why people are leaving their established jobs is that because they want to create multiple income streams. I was just speaking with someone who was working in the US. He was a student and I think he was working with Microsoft. And Microsoft did not allow him to have a parallel income stream. So he left that job and joined Amazon. So he was perfectly okay with working with a company like Microsoft. The brand value was amazing. But the reason why he quit Microsoft was that because he was not allowed to make a parallel income stream. Creating this parallel income stream is becoming more and more important. And I always encourage all of you to have multiple parallel income streams. So one of the prime ways of judging a good job right now is that, hey, look, if your employer is okay with you having multiple income streams, and a lot of employers support their employees to have these multiple income streams, your boss should be supportive. Please try to find these type of ecosystems, especially if you're joining companies where the churn rate or the attrition rate is very, very high. You need to create multiple parallel income streams. If your job is not allowing you to do that, please skip or try to find another job. Now, second key reason why employees are leaving their job, this is an uncommon reason, is that we are sold on certain dreams. For example, when you go join a startup, you will see the startup founder making big claims that, you know what, I'm starting a revolution. I'll start new free India, whatnot, bunch of different things. And that person does not end up doing anything. And that becomes a problem. So you are sold unnecessary dreams. This is called as over promising and under delivering. So this is a very frequent problem why people leave jobs. And if you are trapped in a job where you feel that you know what, I'm not able to create much impact. I was told one thing, now I'm made to do another thing. Then yes, probably it might be a sign for you to scout for better options. Now, third and the biggest reason according to me why people are leaving jobs is that their juice is being squeezed. Now, what do I mean? It's very simple. That for example, when you go join a startup, the co-founder will tell you that, you know what, welcome Akshat, welcome aboard. We'll give you free coffee, we'll give you toffees, whatnot, this, that, and you will only be made to work 6 hours and you will have a Goa trip, you will have like Turkey trip, this, that. Then you will get fascinated. Okay, all right, I'll get to go to Goa, I'll get to go to Turkey. So yeah, let's jump on board. Then you go there and you find out that, you know what, I'm just being made to work 10 hours a day and my juice is getting squeezed. That's it. Then if you go speak with the HR and talk to them that, okay, where is my Turkey trip? Then they'll say, you know what, recession is there. Why will we send you there? We'll send you to some other country. Wait for 1 more year. And that day of traveling abroad never comes. So this is a problem that is actually happening. And these are the reasons why people are leaving their job. So now comes the natural question that, Akshat, I feel stifled in my job. I was promised a lot of things by my employer, but those things are not materializing. Should I quit my job and become a part of Arjun Reddy and Kabir Singh's team? I don't know if you should be doing it or not, but hey, here is a framework that you can use. It's BCG 2x2 matrix. It allows you to make solid decisions. So let me run you through it. So essentially there are 2 axes here. One is called as switchable skills, right? And one is called as opportunities or options that you have. So if you delve deeper, if you are working, let's say at TCS, and if you're trying to do this analysis, whether you should be leaving your job or not, then you should be running your profile through this particular framework. So first and foremost, independently and very objectively judge that the skills that you have are those high switchable skills or are those low switchable skills. Now, what do I mean by that? For example, if you are working as a blockchain developer right now, the skill that you have, which is blockchain development, that is a very high switchable skill right now. Almost every crypto startup or every Web 3.0 startup is looking for blockchain developer. Your skill becomes a high switchable skill. It allows you to switch to different industries. And also within the Web 3.0 space, it gives you numerous opportunities. So that would be categorized as a high switchable skill. On the flip side, let's say that you are teaching a very exotic language, which no one even wants to learn. Then your skill becomes a very low switchable skill. So the first thing that you need to figure out that if you're working as an employee at TCS or Infosys or Wipro or Zomato, please objectively assess what level of skill set you are at. If you have very basic skill set compared to your peers, then it's time to first improve upon your skill set rather than having thoughts about that, you know what, I'll become like a free bird, go to Goa, this, that. No, please don't do that. Please improve your skill set first. Very, very important. And honestly, if you work hard for 6 months, utilize your weekends, I can guarantee you that in 6 months, you will be able to inculcate high switchable skills. So the word of the day today is inculcate. So let me know what does that mean. Now comes the second axis, y-axis. Here, it depends the type of opportunities and options that you have. For example, let's pick software development or data science. Now, the opportunities in this space is numerous. Similarly, if you're an ex-management consultant, then the opportunities that you will get would be crazy. You get like so many offers if you're an ex-management consultant, because almost every big corporate is trying to undertake corporate turnaround strategy projects, and they look for good management consultants to help them out. In case you want to check out my course on management consulting, again, I'm linking it. You can definitely check it out. It's a wonderful course which will be taught by me and a McKinsey consultant, and it starts from 15th of next month. So delve deeper into the industry where you are, what type of opportunities that you get, and what options do you have. For example, let's imagine a scenario where TCS, Infosys, Wipro, they are not hiring. There is a hiring freeze in the IT industry. Then under such circumstances, you should be very conscious and you should not make a deliberate decision of leaving your job. That's fairly commonsensical. So if you figure out that, you know what, my skill set is high switchable skills and the opportunities in my field is very high to switch, then definitely, right? Then you can play fast and loose and try to explore more job opportunities. And then you don't need to put up with a lot of crap that people give you at work. So that's a very honest comment there. But on the flip side, if you are in this situation that, hey, you know what, you understand that your skill set is not that great right now, the opportunities in your field also is not that great, then please stay put, build your skill set first, and then start thinking about your job change. Now, once you have made your decision that, okay, I'm going to switch my job, what is it that you should be doing? Should you just immediately go and put your papers down and tell the HR that, you know what, I've had enough of you people, I'm just quitting, here is my resignation letter? No, please don't do that. Follow the following 3 steps. Step number 1 is called as building muscle. For example, when bodybuilders participate in competitions, these bodybuilding competitions, they work really hard and they pump a lot of weight. They will lift like 200 kilos, 300 kilos, this, that. They will be regular with their training to build muscle because they want to be in perfect shape before that bodybuilding competition. So the moment you decide to quit, what you need to do is that you need to go in that training phase for 6 months, that hey, 6 months, I'm going to excel at whatever I'm doing at work. I'm going to put in extra hard work. Yes, this looks counterintuitive. Why am I asking you to put extra hard work? You should put extra hard work simply because of the fact you want people to miss you. You want to project your image as a really sincere, very good employee. So building this muscle for 6-8 months becomes very, very important for numerous reasons. For example, your new employer might reach out to your previous boss to check your references. And if you have done fascinating and really good work for the last 6-8 months, your boss is going to remember those recent performances. That's just one part of the equation. It gives you leg up in terms of negotiating with the new company that you're going to work for. So a series of good things happen. So please build muscle. This is the first key point. Second key point, please build options. So what do I mean by building options? It simply means that, hey, have at least a couple of offers ready, because if you have a couple of offers, you can always go back to your HR of the current firm, tell them the scenario that, you know what, I have received this competing offer from these 2 enterprises. This is the package that I'm getting, and these are the numbers that they have run me through, and I love working with you guys, right? Because we are family, we are this, we are that. Tell them all this, okay? Because they tell you the same at the time of recruiting you. So tell them that, you know what, we are family, so I don't want to leave you, but can you please match my salary? And I'm staying also, so I hope you treat me as a family member and give me these additional perks also. So if you get into that situation, it's an excellent situation to be in. Third and finally, prepare your case. So preparing your case simply means that have very concrete expectations. For example, how much salary increase do you want? What type of working hours do you want? What type of additional perks do you want? You should be able to verbalize it. You yourself do not know and can justify why you deserve that raise. You will have a very hard time convincing people around you. So I hope that picture is clear. This is in preparation of you quitting your job. Now comes the final point around preparing yourself financially for leaving your job. So again, 3 critical points. Number 1, please buy an insurance. Talk to people from Ditto. Why am I talking about insurance? Very simple, because in case you leave your current job, many of you might be tied to insurance with your employer. So if you quit, or the day you quit, your insurance goes invalid. So such a situation should not come. That's part A. Part 2, we live in a very uncertain world. It is critical for us to protect ourselves, and buying insurance is a very sensible move, especially if your family members depend on your earning. Second key point, please have an emergency fund ready, because many a times what happens is that you will get the offer letters. You will have 2 offer letters in hand and you will go quit your current work. Then what happens is that the market dynamics change. Then firms will delay your joining. They will say that, you know what, please wait around, this, that. Then it becomes a problem for you in order to sustain yourself. So therefore, having an emergency fund is critical. If you don't have an emergency fund for whatever reason, please ensure that you have that emergency fund first, which is usually between 6 to 12 months of your current pay. Have that amount ready, and then only finally you put your paper down. Third and finally, please have an immediate action plan, right? What do I mean by this? Many a times I have seen that people quit their job, student quit their job. Then they are figuring out that, hey, you know what, let me now discover my passion. Or you know what, Netflix has gotten sasta, so I'll go and now watch Netflix all day. Please don't fall into that trap. The reason why you need to have an immediate action plan is fairly simple, that when you are working in a corporate environment or even at a startup, you have a supporting structure, a system, an ecosystem where you are thriving. For example, you will have colleagues, your boss will give you specific instructions, you will be given work. So you are used to those instructions. But once you are on your own without a support system of an office, you might find it hard to keep yourself motivated. So if you don't have a very clear plan of action, what you're doing next, the day you are quitting your job, it might become a problematic scenario. From that particular perspective, analyze all your options, prepare yourself to quit sensibly. It's a great job market out there. I'm again using the word great job market for skilled people. If you need time to develop your skills, please stay put in your current job, utilize your weekends, develop skills. If you are already at a stage where your skill set is high, you feel confident, it's a great time to quit your job and figure out better opportunities that lie ahead. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please press the like button and don't forget to watch Arjun Reddy and Kabir Singh both and tell me which movie do you like the most. Thank you so much and I will see you tomorrow.